Things are getting complicated. Nothing's gonna stop this shit from sinking down. Think we need some mediation. I get it all for you. Why the hell do I fall for you? Baby, 12 a.m. you're dodging all my phone calls, baby. Why ask me? You already know it all, baby. Don't you play around with me tonight. If we go in, baby, don't do it tonight.
RX7 here today. We're doing a full paint correction, exterior only. We're not pulling wheels off, we're not jacking it up. Engine bay we're pretty much leaving. We've just done the jam part of it, same for all the doors, getting them all wiped down, customer's request. So like fully just concentrating on exterior only and paint work. So last night I've done a few test patches on this. As we can see, the car has been painted before. It might have been 2 separate occasions, or we have the bonnet that's original and the rest has been painted for some reason, but I think it's been painted 2 separate occasions. What makes me believe that this has been painted a lot longer ago or original is that when I've done a paint depth gauge check, it's a lot thinner. So we'll give you an example. I'm just going to zero this here. We're going to start on the roof. So normally check it a couple of times because you want to make sure this machine's held straight. So we've got 112 there, 108, 106. Okay, so this is where I've given it a single pass but with a heavy cutting compound, so it is a little bit thinner, but as you can see we haven't taken a whole heap off.
So this is micron, so
yep. And then
very minuscule.
That's right. So once we go to the side panels, you got about 104. There were some areas I checked that had a lot more. 108, 110. Come to the top of the guards. See, we got 168, so that's a lot more. 40. It does vary a bit. So I'm thinking that this car's probably had a bit of high fill patch up work. That's what we can put it down to. Could be wrong, but 130. But now if we go to the bonnet, now we've got 96, and there were some parts yesterday I had in the 80s. There you go, 89. So the bonnet's got bad pitting on it. Ideally we'd want to sand it, but we're not going to take that risk with this because it's going to be very thin and not much left.
Yeah.
We use our door jambs as a reference.
Because generally door jambs are the thinnest of the paint because it doesn't see sun, it doesn't see wear and tear, so generally it's the thinnest paint you'll find on the car, door jambs. So what's that?
Here we've got 77.
Okay. So essentially like a...
We don't want to go past that. That's the least amount of paint they normally put on a car, is it?
Yeah, correct.
Apparently?
Yeah. That's the rule of thumb apparently.
Yeah.
That's, you know, the door jambs are the thinnest of the paint.
Yeah. But if it's been sprayed, then you don't know if they're painted in the door jambs.
So if you look
not,
right there next to the striker, where your hat is, see the paint looks a bit funny there. So it's obviously been sprayed in the past before. So it's hard to say with older cars like this because you don't even know if the door jambs have been sprayed before. You know, there's evidence here and there showing maybe it has, maybe it hasn't.
Yeah, so see down here I've got like 85.
Yeah.
91. So So we're going to have to be very careful with this car. Are we going to achieve 100%? Probably not.
Yeah.
We're going to get close. It's just because we don't want to run the risk of going through, and
Check
then
here.
also we don't want to have an issue where if it does get scratched or something later on, there's no movement for error there. We can't cut it anymore. It's sort of on the limit, get it sprayed. We don't want that. We want to be able to leave a little bit of room there. So here we've got 133.
Now go down near like the filler cap. Yep.
93.
See how it's so much thinner? So I think, just a personal guess, because these roofs are one pieces and they don't stop anywhere, a lot of the times you find these RX7s, they paint the roof and blend it into the guard and they stop the blend there. So that might be why you find so much paint is thicker here on the top halves, and then all this lower half's a lot thinner.
I reckon the whole thing's being painted.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we've got a fair bit here. That's good. It's just the roof is very, and the bonnet is very, how can I say it? Not much there for us.
Yeah. So
There is,
proceed with caution.
just keep in mind, like everyone's got a different method of measuring and how far they want to push limits and whatnot. This we just use as a rough guideline to give us an indication of what we can and can't do. But over the years, obviously from experience, we sort of know what we can do. And then also too, this is just measuring from the top surface to where the metal is. So it's not it's not really telling you how much clear we've got, how much colour is on there, and then if it's got bog or high fill, how much primer on all those other layers. So it's given us an overall, and then we can sort of rule of thumb, we sort of know how much of each we have to play with.
Yeah.
Obviously, if it's reading extremely high and it hasn't had a thick paint job, then obviously it's got a lot of repair work under there. So just keep in mind, don't solely go off this.
Always
Boom, boom.